The world you desire can be won. It exists. It is real. It is possible. It's yours. Do not let the hero in your soul perish in lonely frustration for the life you deserved and have never been able to reach. If you don't know, the thing to do is not to get scared, but to learn. And what, incidentally, do you think integrity is? The ability not to pick a watch out of your neighbor's pocket? It's the hardest thing in the world, to do what we want. And it takes the greatest kind of courage. And isn't that the root of every despicable action? Not selfishness, but precisely the absence of self. Do not let your fire go out, spark by irreplaceable spark in the hopeless swamps of the not quite, the not yet, and the not at all. I am. I think. I will. I swear by my life and my love of it that I will never live for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live for mine. But what can you do when you have to deal with people? By the essence and nature of existence, contradictions cannot exist. We are one in all and all in one. There are no men but only the great we, one, indivisible and forever. No single one can possess greater wisdom than the many scholars who are elected by all men for their wisdom. Yet we can. We do. It is my mind which thinks, and the judgment of my mind is the only searchlight that can find the truth. We are old now, yet we were young this morning, when we carried our glass box through the streets of the city to the home of the scholars. No one's happiness but my own is in my power to achieve or to destroy. It was the joy of admiration and of one's own ability, growing together. Existence is identity, consciousness is identification. You never wanted me to be real. You never wanted anyone to be. But you didn't want to show it. This was reality, she thought, this sense of clear outlines, of purpose, of lightness, of hope. It was the greatest sensation of existence, not to trust, but to know. I swear by my life and my love of it that I will never live for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live for mine. Every building is like a person. Single and unrepeatable. I can't live a life torn between that which exists, and you. She thought, I've learned to bear anything except happiness. I must learn how to carry it. Wealth is the product of man's capacity to think. The senseless is the major factor in our lives. But a desire to choose the hardest might be a confession of weakness in itself. Don't ever get angry at a man for stating the truth. Catherine had said it, he was selfish, everybody was selfish, it was not a pretty thing, to be selfish, but he was not alone in it. They were simply four people who liked being there together. Can't you ever do things without reason, just like everybody else? Contradictions do not exist. Whenever you think that you are facing a contradiction, check your premises. You will find that one of them is wrong. Every form of happiness is private. She had not noticed him take her hand, it seemed so natural and what she had wanted from the moment of seeing him. There are no evil thoughts except one, the refusal to think. Compromise now, because you'll have to later, anyway. I wished to know the meaning of things. I am the meaning. We strive to be like all our brother men, for all men must be alike. This is the time to merge himself in a great current, in the rising tide which is approaching to sweep us all, willing or unwilling, into the future.